What's up, everybody? I appreciate you for joining us for this amazing series, a safe space for our kings to speak, Conversations with a King. Tonight, I have a king on the set. He's been on my show about 4 years ago, but I have seen his growth. I have seen his consistency. I have watched him from behind the scenes, and I had to have him on the couch with me. So I need you guys to buckle up your seatbelts because you're now plugged in, tuned in, and tapped in to Outside the Box. Now, tonight's show is really going to be about the dating climate and the things that we face, social media stigmas, and all the things that come with it. So I want you guys to give it up for our next guest, Antho.
Hey.
What's going on, guys? So I finally got you on my couch.
Finally, huh? Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for accepting the invitation.
Yeah.
Now, for those that are my loyal followers, they may recognize you. You were on the show about 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. We talked about your podcast and everything you had going. But just since then, just me sitting back, I don't miss nothing. I see everything. I might not acknowledge it, but I pay attention. And in that, just sitting back, paying attention, I've seen your growth. I love the relationship you have with your mom. I love the fact that you can cook. You know what I'm saying? I was like, look at this young man. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing. You're a business owner. You have that entrepreneurial mindset. And so even though tonight's show is not about being an entrepreneur, it's not about being a celebrity, I want you to feel safe in this conversation tonight. But for those that are looking and listening, I want you to tell us who you are and what all you do.
My name is Antho. I do a little bit of everything from podcasting myself, like you do, real estate, cryptocurrency. I'm just an entrepreneur. I like making money, doing good business. You know, as long as it make dollars, it makes sense.
Now we gonna get to this relationship stuff, but tell me how did you get into cryptocurrency?
I say about 4 years ago. I was just sitting thinking like, it's gonna have to be something else, like like my whole thing was creating generational wealth. Mm-hmm. So I sat back and I watched people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all of them, and I was just looking. I'm like, I don't have the millions and the amount of money they having, but wherever they putting their dollars at, I need to be studying, put my pennies over there as well. Mm-hmm. So it's just for I want to say 6 months to a year really. I sat home for every night, went to bed at 3:30. I probably start at 9 doing research on videos because I don't have a mentor. So it was more like when you're dealing with money and speaking of finances, I'm not too comfortable talking to strangers and certain people about finances because everybody not genuine. So
and some people they just like to sound intelligent. They don't really know what they're talking about. So YouTube University is my spot.
That's you go get a scholarship from there.
Yeah.
So I figure I'm a big risk taker, so I feel like if I'm gonna take the risk, I'm gonna do it on my own. I don't want nobody in my ear. So I was researching, learning, and I was like, okay, the main things I need to know. I can't invest with my emotions, and I have to read and know what's going on. So I put a few dollars in there, was watching it, right, and I think I could say this. I think I had 15. Not at one time though, but slowly I had taking money out of my savings and putting it into crypto. So I had 15K in there. So this was around 2021. I went to bed, I woke up. So the 15K turned into 225K. So I'm looking, I thought I was tripping. Mm-hmm. I closed the phone on. Nah, this can't be real. So I was I'm gonna let it go to at least 500,000. Take out 150, buy some real estate or something.
So how do you use cryptocurrency as cash value? Because that's one thing that I am completely ignorant on, and I don't mind admitting that.
It's crazy because it's basically you log into the exchange wherever you bought it off of, or if you advance like me, you gonna take it off and you can take it off the exchange and put it on like a cold storage or wallet like that, and you can like possess it yourself. So like for the people that don't know about crypto, they go to these apps and they buy it. It's like, yeah, you own it, but you technically don't own it. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything happened to this app or if it go down, remember your money is on the blockchain and it's still in their possession. So me, I take it all off.
Okay.
And keep it off, and then unless I'm about to spend it. But it's to answer your question, it's people around the world today like they accept crypto. Like when I would go places, I would talk to this dude. I was out of town in LA. He had this car for sale, and so it was an older guy, and he knew I knew about crypto, so he like messed with me. He was like, "Yeah, man, you know I don't want no money. I give you a better deal if you send me some of that crypto." Say crypto. I said, "Nah."
Yeah, if I could wake up to from 15 bands to turning to 200, I'd be. Listen, you gotta package that and sell that now.
Yeah, but you can't invest with your emotions now.
You can't.
Yeah, so it's like people be thinking like they'll hear what I'm telling you right now and be like, "Well, what I need to invest in, what I need to do." Like everything too is all about timing too, and knowing what's going on. So it's like it's not nobody you can go to and call them and say, "Hey, what it's about to do? What these assets about to do right now?"
Right.
Because if it was like that, everybody would be rich, and
Correct.
we'll all know about crypto.
Correct.
So, but yeah,
you're definitely ahead of your time. Definitely ahead of your time. So where you from?
I'm originally from Fifth Ward.
Fifth Ward, okay.
Yeah.
Is that's Fifth Ward? That's not 4-4. That's
North Side.
North Side.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the North Side.
Yeah, Cashmere Gardens, Fifth Ward, the whole North Side.
Okay, you know I'm a South Side girl.
When I say it's the whole North Side. So people always say, me and my mother, we argue about this. Like we grew up in Cashmere Gardens, a little bit everywhere, Fifth Ward, Crane. You don't know about that. So people that's not from that side, unless we from, I say Fifth Ward. It's Fifth Ward, we a whole. You know what I'm saying? So like back in the day, everybody was kind of like separated, but you know today we're a whole. So when you hear that, it don't matter. We gonna know your face when we see you around this love.
Okay, all right. I know about Paul Quinn and all that, but that's about the best. That's about all I know.
We're a big family.
Now I want to pick your brain about the dating climate. How would you describe the current dating climate and what unique challenges do you think men face today?
I feel like a lot of men face like I blame social media because you have women that look at social media and see these other women on social media that portray these lifestyles and certain things, and women feel entitled and obligated to these certain things because they see it. And the whole thing is when you dealing with a man versus what the first couple things a woman say they want when they're dealing with a man and they want to settle down. They want a sense of security. They want to be stability. They want provide everything to be set right. So at the same time, if I'm gonna come and provide you all of those things, which is I have no problem with, then you should be able to provide me with a few things, which is priceless. Peace. Be a partner. If you can't provide financially like I could in certain aspects, that's cool. But make sure this part done and make sure this done. And make sure we communicate like adults. Don't come telling me what you seen your friend did and what they have going on at home, because under this roof, this is not what's going on. I don't stand on the same morals and principles that he stand on. I don't go for what he go for.
And I think that a lot of relationships fail because of the comparison factor.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And people are showing you snapshots of their life when they post. So yeah, they might be at the fancy dinners, they might be taking the fancy trips and all that, but she not posting that nigga whooping her ass.
Exactly.
She's not posting
getting cheated on and
that she
ain't happy for
that
real.
she didn't got an STD. She's not posting that she didn't got the call saying, "Hey Shirley, this is Barbara." So while you sizing up your relationship to what your homegirl got, you're gonna mess around and lose a valuable brother or, you know, a valuable king, period, just because you comparing yourself to what other people doing, and they not. Listen, your friends are not gonna tell you everything. They're gonna tell you what they want you to know.
And sometimes I feel like it go for both parties, for men and women. Sometimes it's not too good to always listen to what your friend have to say about your partner, because at the end of the day,
you're not even supposed to go to your friends about relationship advice.
People do.
Yeah.
You're sleeping with this person. So you can talk, he a dirty dog and all of this, and you're going to love him the next day. And your partner, friend, may not ever experience love and had nobody of that caliber. So she could be speaking out of just jealousy, something she never had. So it's just not good. Like, you know what's right for you.
Always, you know, my philosophy is get a counselor, get a therapist, get a non-biased party, because it's just, I don't know. I've been married before and divorced, and I'm older. I'm a little bit older. and my philosophy is different. Like, it's certain things that you just don't talk about with your friends because it's emasculating. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm with my partner and I'm my girlfriends and we kikiing and I'm telling them about all my relationship woes, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, one of them might actually want him. Second of all, they may be in an unhappy space and might not even have the capacity to speak from an emotionally intelligent level to be able to give me good sound advice.
Correct.
And if I'm gonna still be with this man, now he have to wonder why she looking upside his head because you didn't sit here and basically created a smear campaign about this man.
And you supposed to be my partner.
And you supposed to be my partner,
Yeah.
and you acting like the op right now. You know
Pretty
what I'm saying?
much, yeah.
So it's that's why I always say, like, every good therapist need a therapist. I think that every person should have a therapist or exercise something regarding their mental health because you have to get it out.
Yeah.
And the men carry a lot of things that they never have an outlet to get out because, one, social stigmas make it be like, if a man is emotional, he's soft and all that. No, that's bullshit because an emotionally intelligent man knows how to articulate how he feels. Mm-hmm. But if he doesn't have an emotionally intelligent woman to be able to create a safe space for him to be vulnerable enough to even address what's going on, then it's not going to be a good match anyway, and she's going to emasculate him with those vulnerabilities that he shared in, you know, in that time. So I think that finding a safe space or having a safe partner is so important. It's bigger than looking good on Instagram.
You have to make sure that y'all compatible and like y'all kind of like equally yoked because if you're not, it's like it's like a waste of time.
Correct.
Like, you know, I feel like you better off just being focused on what you want out of life and keeping God first. I mean, to me, that's enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, of course, every human wants love and, you know, a family. I mean, of course, I also do too. But at the same time, I love peace and happiness more.
Yes,
so,
I always say this. Look, I live in a bubble, right?
Yeah.
And it's very peaceful at home. I love being at home because my home is my safe space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I will share my peace with you, but I will not let you disturb it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for sure.
And that goes for anybody.
Yeah, my tolerance is 0 too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That goes for my mama, my daddy, my kids, and whoever. Hey,
sure.
look,
for sure.
Let's have some peace. You know what I'm saying? So what values or qualities do you look for in a partner and have those changed over time?
No. I remember the first question when I first started dating years ago when I was young, she would be like, so what type of woman you like? What type of woman I like? I'm not telling you what type of woman I like.
I say that,
what I look like telling you what type of woman I like so
you can pretend.
Act like this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, my thing is, number one, she have to be like, she have to know who God is for number one. Like, she have to be like, literally spiritually inclined. Mm-hmm. And when I say that, that's like, nobody is a saint. Right. But you know, you have certain people that talk to God and give God His praise because they're grateful and they're thankful. Mm-hmm. And you have some people that do it because they're conscious and certain things that they're going through at the moment. So they want an everyday praise and this and that, and you see the this and that because of your conscience. Mm-hmm. I want someone that's led by God, and it's only one way that it goes. It's like a vibration frequency. You feel it. You get what I'm saying? So
the
it's
God
like,
body experience. Yeah.
So it's like with me, it's like it's not rocket science. I mean, I argue with people all the time, but I feel like
as a woman, my taste in men have changed. So no, I can't give anyone a playbook because one thing I never really discovered, like when I would say, okay, well, people would say, well, what did you look for in a man or a woman? So you can make this list off of all these boxes that you check, but really that list still can be superficial to a certain degree because anybody could show up and show up as that person, but who they are up underneath may not be that. So what I mean by that, like, I might meet someone and he may look a certain way, and then I may meet someone else and he may look a certain way. And they be like, well, damn, based on who you were dating before, I didn't know that this type of person would be your type. Well, my type isn't it's not a physical conglomerate of what this man is going to come up. Like, he don't have to check that. He don't have to be physically buff or 6 feet tall. He has to be emotionally intelligent. He has to understand how to manage his money. He needs to be self-sufficient. He needs to understand how to create a safe space. He needs to understand that I'm not the op. He needs to be open to communication. He needs to be open to growing. He needs to be open to new ideas. Sometimes you can't always meet your partner in the same dynamic. You may meet a man that has a lot of money, and you might meet a woman. She might not have a lot of money, but she might be a good woman. She might be a smart woman. She might know how to cultivate the provision that you provide. Therefore, that makes her invaluable, because you may have all the resources in the world, but might not have the capacity of thought to know what to do with those resources. But if you have a partner, no, she can't meet you financially, but she has what it takes to take that money and flip it, kind of like that Keisha K. Orr. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like in order to get to that level, though, like as certain men, you have to see and know the true value in yourself. Because if you don't understand and know the value in yourself, then how you gonna see it when it's in front of you? Of course, it's gonna fall all the way out your hand. So it's like,
Now, you think, has social media influenced dating for you, and what do you think it has done in relationships in general?
Yeah, because I feel like, especially when you like a certain caliber of person and people like know you, it's like women that be so quick to be like, they want Instagram in the world to see them with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, if they have something to prove, and then it's more like, when you don't move like that, you consider sneaky or this and this like that. It's like, nah, I'm private. I
always say my relationship is not for entertainment purposes, because first, let me make sure that we good before we try to convince the world that we good.
Exactly. So it's like, it'd be too much of that, too much social stuff going on. And
I think that's the competition spirit. Their girlfriends are doing, they trying to keep up.
Yeah.
But like again, I say, I said it before, you can't aim at the target you can't see, and it also goes with your relationship. If you're in the building process of your relationship and you're getting to know this person, you want to make sure that you all the way with them before you just start making it public information that this is who you with. Because in 90 days, a lot can happen. 90 days, 6 months. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be hidden like an Easter egg. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I ain't saying that either.
There's a difference of privacy and secrecy. There's a big difference. Like, if you know me, if you deal with me for real, then you already know who I'm with. The people that matter know, and the people that don't know don't matter.
That's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to be.
And so, because everybody don't have access to me, and my partner, everybody is not gonna have access to him either. So at the end of the day, when you start thinking about that aspect, do you really want to put your relationship out there to be targeted before the foundation is set?
Because I look at it like this, like, what's the point of me posting you? Because
Barbara, this is Shirley.
You're gonna have people that's following you. You're gonna have even people that I know that start to follow you, and it's gonna be like the hard eyes come there and this and that. And see me, I rather focus on business and progressing before I'm sitting over here asking you about anything on social media. So if I give you a heads up and tell you, hey, I'm not this type of person, I'm like this and like that, and you were like, and I'm doing something to compromise you, and then all of these people I know start following you and seeing this, now I'm debating about giving you back to the wolves. Not because it's anything that you did, but I don't ever want to question a woman about no nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
especially somebody I know.
You get what I'm saying? At all. So it's like, I don't got time for that. So it's more like, I'm transparent, straight up. I'm gonna tell you how I am, what I'm standing on, what I stand for, and I will hope that you respect it, because I respect your wishes.
Now, how do you handle the dating pressures or expectations placed on men today? Because it's always about what the man can do, and nobody holds a lot of women. And I'm not bashing women, y'all know, but the kings need a safe space. They need a safe space. So, what do you think about those expectations that are placed on men?
To be honest with you, I honestly don't care, because people could think and do what they want to do, but when you come dealing with me and we talking, it's going to be some compromise, and it's going to be doing some, we ain't doing none of that. So it's like,
I believe that people should create their own dating rules and dynamics.
That's me. So it's like, I done met women that say I'm this and I'm that, and that's cute or whatever. And the minute you get to talking to me, all that cute stuff that you were saying and telling your friends, that's not going on. So it's like, a lot of people just talk. And it's like, a lot of women ain't never been in a real man's presence either. You get what I'm saying? So certain women, it takes it takes a certain man to bring out certain things out of a woman. So I know how to do that. You feel me? It's more like, do I feel like you're the woman that's worth it for me keep doing that? Or bring you to the level of doing it, or just like, if I want to punt the ball, get you up out of here.
Now, what steps do you take to communicate your feelings in these openly and honestly with a woman? Other than just telling her how it is. Do you finesse it, or do you sit down, or you just say, hey, this how it's going to be? If it's my way, or this not going to work?
No, I'm going to finesse it.
Okay.
I'm going to finesse it, but it's going to be a little bit of, this how I rock. Like, because you need to know that. Because it's like, I don't wear no mask because you're going to find this out talking to me. So I don't need you, well, you didn't say this when we first, nah.
Like my mama used to say, all new broom sweep clean, baby. Everybody show up as the best version of themselves. Yeah. So you got to be with them for a while to really see who they are. And some people could be in character for a very long time. Yeah. And sometimes you don't really know who a person is until you start establishing boundaries. And the word no. If you really want to see how somebody feel about you, tell them no.
I feel like if you coming in and setting boundaries, I don't care how fine you think they are, how bad you think they are, whatever it is, that'll actually save you time.
Yes.
Because it's like when you see people crossing the boundaries and what you stand for, that's the first sign of red flag that's not it. So people come in, they lust so much, and they think they dismiss all the red flags, and they tell you I hate him, he this and that, he this and that. The first question I always ask now, how many red flags did you see before you encountered that? And you was right, it was this, it was that, it was that. So
but the thing about it is, I think that the reason, and I can only speak from a woman. You're a man, I'm a woman, and men, and they say men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and we think from an emotional standpoint. But I think that what ends up happening in a lot of relationships that disconnect, that shouldn't have never connected in the first place, is they fall in love with the snapshot. They fall in love with the idealization. You meet, you vibing good for one night. By the time she get home, she calling her girlfriends, girl, I think this him, because he doing this, and he got that, and he got this going for him, and girl, he can cook, and he ain't got no kids, he got his own house, he do this. They bragging. So they already have fallen in love with this snapshot of who you are, and they don't know nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? You can have kids and not have a relationship with your kids. You can have a woman that got you on protective order, but they don't know that because they so anxious to be in relationship. And so I always say, for me, I want to be married, but marriage is not my goal. Intimacy, emotional intelligence, a safe space, being able to be vulnerable, being able to grow, being able to shine in my own light, not having to deal with insecurity. And that's another thing too, like when a man sets his boundaries, a lot of women look at it like, oh, you're being insecure, when really it has nothing to do with being insecure. This is a man. You know what I'm saying? He's a man's man, and it's certain things that he's looking for in his woman that he wants her to represent, but because she's stuck on listening to what her homegirl say or seeing women half dressed on social media, now that you want her to put some clothes on, you insecure.
Yeah. I feel like, another thing too, I feel like what makes a lot of relationships fail, because they'll see that and they'll talk for a little while, and a lot of women, they mess up when they have this ideal image of a man that they want him to be in their head. And it's like this man is showing you and telling you that he's like him. This and he's moving like this, but you just chasing whatever told you in your brain that no, he's this and he can be this and he gonna do that, and this is like
that builds resentment in relationships, because you have this idea in your mind of who this person is, how they should show up, but that's not who they are. That's not how they're showing up. So now you're mad at them because you have an unrealistic expectation that they'll never ever be able to live up to, because it's not even real.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see these women, they dudes, it's their birthday and they get all these roses, they on these trips and they going to Bali and all that, but that's not the meat of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you taking snapshots, like really at the end, at the meat of it, how does that person make you feel? Are you excited to go home? Are you one of the people that drive in your driveway and have to sit outside for 30 minutes just to decompress, to convince yourself you can walk in the house? I know people right now that dread going home.
Yeah.
They go from work to the bar.
I can't live like that.
Yeah, no peace
that.
at home. Now, how do you handle disagreements and misunderstandings with your partner?
I'm a communicator.
Yeah.
And I stand on what I say. Like I'm not gonna alter what I believe in or what I said. Like, and I'm gonna tell you respectfully. It's not like I'm sitting over here, look, I'm like this. You gonna know. I'm a gentleman, so I know how to talk to a woman. I'm gonna let her know, like, nah, this is what this is, because I don't like conflicts. I don't want to argue. I don't want to come around and the energy off and to do this. Life's short. We grown.
Right.
We don't have to do all that. We
Right.
could talk. How do you feel? Why do you feel like that? What made you feel like that? Well, I apologize, because that's not what my intentions was to make you feel like that.
And that's so important, like, to have that conversation, but you also have to have somebody that's emotionally intelligent enough to listen. Yeah. And not take everything as a personal attack, because sometimes if it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
I was about to say, it's all about how you word it, though.
And it's by the delivery.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you coming to me and you're telling me something about myself that needs to be improved or changed, don't wait until we're in an argument or disagreement to bring that up.
It depends on how they bring it up, though.
Yeah.
It depends on, because they could tell you well, this and this, but you also started doing this, and when you started it, I did not appreciate that. You made me feel this way when you started doing like that.
Yes.
I might have been wrong for not mentioning it at the time, but I didn't know how to bring it up to you at the time. But now, since we bring everything out on the table, and so we can clear everything out, I also want to know I feel
that's
like
an argument factor right there. I'm not arguing with you, but I think that happens a lot in relationships when, like, say for instance, a woman, she goes to her partner and say, hey, babe, when you said this or when you did that, it made me feel this way. And then he takes that as an opportunity to say, well, when you did this, it made me feel that way.
See, that's childish, though.
That's not the time to do that.
That's not how you fix a situation. And it's like, you know, as a man, when your woman come at you and telling like that, you kind of want to be the bigger person at the end of the day, because you know, you don't want to just agree just to be agreeing, but you kind of want a peaceful household.
Because you can't have a submissive woman, if she's in survival mode. Yeah,
and because how she feel matters.
Yeah.
No matter if you paying most of the bills or doing it, that's your partner. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to treat your partner how you want your partner to treat you. It's simple.
Now, how can society do better to support men in expressing themselves fully in relationships? Because, you know, everybody said for men, you know, talk about express his feelings or even cry.
I feel like people should just
mind their business.
No, if they do stick their nose in somebody's business, to just actually open your ears to listen. You know what I'm saying? And just listen. Don't listen to reply or listen to say anything how you feel, what you personally been through, because the world don't revolve around you. Sometimes if you just sit and just listen and be quiet and play dumb, you might learn a lot.
What do you think about, what are your thoughts on mental health and having a therapist?
For some people, because I'm one of them people that Grace today tell me, you should see a therapist and this and that. No, I need to see a therapist for. Like, I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, but me personally, you think I should have to sit down here, tell somebody all my business in my life and this and that, where it's going to go? Because what I stand on and how I feel, it's what it is. I'm a fair person. It's not like I'm evil, wicked, do everything for me.
I feel an attack, because I've said that before. Like, I think you should get therapy, you know, to somebody. Like,
I mean, for certain people, it actually is important for them to do that. But it's like, when you think about it, your mind is the most powerful thing you got on your body. If you read and practice certain things, what you're gonna do is feed your brain and enhance it. I mean, I don't have a mentor.
Right.
My dad, he told me sometimes he feel like I'm the father and he the son. So it's
I read a lot of books. You know, I even read like Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, by Napoleon Hill.
The Alchemist. You know, books like that'll feed my mind. The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle. You know, different books that I can get, sometimes I listen to YouTube videos. If I'm dealing with depression or if I'm dealing with anxiety, sometimes I listen to how to overcome that just on YouTube video, just riding to work. I listen to audio books and things that can enhance how I deal with things, and then traveling, just seeing how other people live, it kind of helped me think outside the box and balance my emotions and understand that just because I'm having a bad day don't mean I'm having a bad life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Or just because whoever I'm dealing with in any capacity, whether it's business, personal, family, however you want to deal with it, just because we're having a disagreement don't make them a bad person.
Yeah, because I feel like looking at a situation and be like, oh, he's a bad person because I had a disagreement, that's a selfish way to think.
Mm-hmm. It's black or white thinking. You'll never grow that way.
The world don't rotate around you.
Right.
You're not the only person that have feelings and a mind. Mm-hmm. So it's like.
Do you think that in this societal era that women expect for men to make them the main character of their life story?
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think that?
Once again, that's what we in society. Everybody want to look a certain way and this and this, and it's just it's an image that everybody want.
But do you know, like I always say, you either want a busy man or a broke man. But sometimes you can have a man that's not busy because he's already invested his money in the things that's gonna make money for him while he sleep. Yeah. So he don't necessarily have to burn the candle at both ends. But you actually have to allow your partner to have their own autonomy. Yeah. You know, I always say I don't want a GPS ass relationship.
I don't either.
I don't want to have to check in my every single move, let me be.
I know some people gonna feel some type of way when I say this, but I got homies that's like this. I don't understand it, don't agree with it. Mm-hmm. It's like when people be like, we be out, they be like, yeah, man, my girl got my location. Your girl got your what? She got your location. What y'all got going on? Why y'all got each other locations like that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm thinking? I'm like, man, you're not in the streets like that. It's not like you're doing stuff you ain't supposed to. Mm-hmm. Why y'all got y'all location? What
I don't believe in that either.
What type of stuff y'all got going on?
The only men I share my location with are my kids.
Your mama.
Yeah.
And they, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't having it no other way.
Man.
I got grown man kids.
Yeah, so they coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand that, but it's like, why are y'all sharing each other locations? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, that's part of like, that's half on the verge of being sneaky.
It is.
Because
I was in, I've been divorced since 2016, but I was in a relationship and he was a serial cheater. And once you break up with people, then everybody want to talk and tell. Now you really feel dumb. But he had this thing where he would FaceTime me all day. And I used to think that it was more like,
doing nothing.
First of all, I had cameras in my house, so he would watch me in the camera so he knew when I was home.
Yeah.
And he worked out of town, so I thought it was like cute. He's not here. He just wanna,
Type of scary movie y'all had
listen,
going on.
it was definitely a scary movie. Listen.
That's a Tubi movie. That was filmed.
We don't want to start nothing. So listen, so he would see when I'm at home, and when I wasn't at home, he would call me on FaceTime. I was so green. I'd be like, oh, he missed me so much because he working out of town. He just want to see my face. He just want to feel connected. And it took me a long time to even in hindsight to realize that most of the time when he was calling me from FaceTime, he was in his truck or he was somewhere else.
Yeah, he wasn't in his
He wasn't in this
space.
hotel or nothing like that where he's supposed to be. I'm like, oh, so he was basically...
He had a good one.
Yeah, he was basically making sure I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
You still think like that? You still think like that?
Hell no. We not doing that. Cause my put-up game on 1,000, so we not doing it. Listen, if there's no trust, then what we doing?
Yeah.
If you gotta watch me like the police, if I gotta have an ankle monitor on me, i.e. sharing my location.
I just know the FaceTime you're in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen every time.
Listen.
I gotta take notes, fellas. Take
so
notes.
people, you gotta, that's a thing. A lot of people share their locations with their partner, and then that's a control. That's a control thing, though. Because if you are watching every move I make and everything I do, just so you can, well, where you was, or where did you go there, who do you know there, and what you do there, that is definitely.
Then that's when you get one of them.
Pop
up. Or you get a disrespectful message like, you been hanging with your homeboys all day with y'all gay or something? You be like,
nah, it's a woman, and I don't mean no disrespect.
You be like, man, come on, man. Stop playing me like that.
That's a real question these days in this dating era.
I look at this camera. It's a lot of men out here. Like Pimp C told y'all a long time ago. Y'all do what y'all do because y'all gonna do it anyways, but stop messing up the women population. Stop trying to stick your hand in the cookie jar and then go play football with the guys in the locker room all day. That's not what we're doing, baby. If you like, that's what you like, stay over there on the other side of the fence, and we're going to be on this side of the fence so the fence don't shake at all. If the fence shaking, that means somebody touching it. They should move, right?
No, but these days, men get so offended when you ask them, like, their sexuality, because it's still not a safe space for men to come out the closet. But then you find out later that this man actually was, what they call it, a diddler.
Yeah, whatever they call them. But it's like these women too, they be cool with these they be cool with these guys. Like I literally was talking to a woman the other night. She on FaceTime with a dude. He sounded like I thought it was a girl at first. Me, I ain't taking nothing else. So I go, I'm messing with it. I said, hey, excuse me, I ain't just not against nothing with nobody, but I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, hey, say brother, stop all that punk stuff when she over here around me, when you on the phone, I don't do like, he punk, yes, that's what I said. I said, I'm not, I don't mean no disrespect, but I don't play like that. Mm-hmm. All that old saying that, nah, don't do that, I don't play like that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's cool, I say, I respect you, I feel like you're a cool person. Like, you know what I'm saying, here you out on, but don't play with me like that. Yeah. Like, don't even joke like that around her with her. When you know she around me, hang up the phone, nigga.
How do you feel about women having male friends?
I don't agree with that.
And why is that?
I'm a male friend. I'm a good one.
That look, that sound like that look. Oh God.
Yeah, I'm a male friend.
Okay, so I feel like this, okay, because I actually have real. Don't even do it. Don't even do it.
This our camera right here, right?
This our camera right here.
What you saying now?
I have platonic friends.
Uh-huh.
I do. I have platonic friends, but I also have healthy boundaries with myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you can meet people that are impactful in your life and it not be sexual.
You're right.
And I think that so many people.
So honestly, not trying to cut you off. Mm-hmm. Your male friends. Mm-hmm. How many of them just like tried you or just said something slick, so you had to laugh it out?
I done had a few tell me before, like in a non like.
Fellas, we don't play that shit from the guys recording, behind the scenes, the listeners, the viewers. We not playing that shit. We're not playing that.
So you think you're supposed to be her only friend?
Talk to God if you get tired of me.
Not talk to God.
Hey, we want to have a healthy relationship, don't we?
Right.
All right, then.
So, oh gosh. So, this is the first time I've been speechless on my own show. Because I'm going to tell you this. When I was first starting out in relationships, I always felt like whoever you're in a relationship, they should be your be all, end all. And I feel like when you lose yourself in a person that much, if you lose them again, you lose yourself, right? So your support system can come in. It doesn't have to be limited to all females or all. This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I speak for everybody else. So you have a different level of support system. Now that woman know if he really a good friend or if he on some slick shit. That's where her boundaries and her internal compass comes into play to know, let that nigga go be hey, this dangerous situation, abort mission, ain't no going to lunch, ain't no hanging out, ain't no texting back and forth because this man is on something else. A woman, no. Right, so yes, have I had male friends that came and told me
Y'all listening,
that
fellas?
they would, you know what I'm saying, they want to go there? Did it mess up the dynamic of the friendship? Yes.
Okay.
Because I also knew that there was something underlying there that wasn't going anywhere, especially if I have a partner. Now, the flip side to that is whenever I had a partner, because I'm one of those long-term monogamous relationships, I've never had a relationship that was under 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 44. I'm about to be 45. So I've never had like a short-term relationship. So, but when I would get into a relationship with someone, I cut all my friends off.
Wow.
I would break up with my friends because he had the mindset that I'm your friend.
Now, as far as the male friends, I can understand that. But like,
that's what I'm talking about, my male friends.
Yeah,
I would cut my male friends off. But when trouble would arise or he would leave me hanging, you know what I'm saying? And I needed to pick up the pieces or pick up and move, who I had to call?
Your male friends?
I had to call my male friends to come and help me out. Now, the real friends.
That's part of life, though. So
the real friends
that's part of life.
That really cut for me the long way, they respected my situation. They understood my situation. And whether it was 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years.
They finessing, waiting on their turn. They're doing the right thing. Y'all fellas are smart. I like you doing the right thing, brother. Keep it up, brother. Keep it up, brother.
You're not giving me no grace. You like,
keep it up, brothers. I'm telling you what's going on. We being real, right?
We are. We definitely are. So I'm gonna get
outside the box, baby.
Listen, I'm gonna get off the male friend category because I'm not gonna win. I'm not even gonna convince you. What'd you say? I don't know what bullshit you on neighbor. It ain't going over.
Nah.
I'm your friend. Me and God.
That's it.
Me and Jesus.
He gonna lead you the right way.
Yeah. What you say? Come sit by these still waters over here.
I don't need nobody that's gonna help you. Encourage you to bite the apple.
That part, because they will. You can come cry on my shoulder, for you know it, yeah.
It's over with.
So, are there any generational patterns or habits that you become aware of in your family and how that you have become aware of? And if so, how did you work towards breaking them?
Yeah. Like far as, how should I say this? Code it the best way I could. Like my old man, he was a street guy. So it's kind of like he one of them. Mm-hmm. Like he with whatever, he on whatever. Like he ain't damn near half-assed to be trusted. You know what I mean? So it's just like, especially if anything, if he want it, he's gonna get it. Mm-hmm. So it was more like coming up and just like seeing him and moving, operating. Like nah, Dad, you don't want to do it like that. Like, you got to think about later. You tripping. Why you want to do this right here? This and that. You probably can make $1 million right here if you want to do this. Why you want to do that with that, man? And, sitting down there breaking it, them dynamics down to him. And I feel like, I done watched you do this and do that. But it's like, I guess when in life, when a person lose a certain mentality that they once had, it's just like, and I was all like, nah, I don't never want to be like that. Like, anything around me, it's going to be solid. It's going to be love. You're going to feel it. And I don't need to question anything, you know what I mean? So it's more like I've been big on loyalty and establishing like real genuine relationships from wherever I go. When I get on the plane, I can go sleep somewhere else. I can go get picked up, but I choose to do what I want to do. Everything is genuine. I can go to leave whatever, go to 10,000 over here, whatever it is. Jury, it's not gonna get touched. We're not talking about people that grew up with me. We're talking about relationships that just established just a long life, just standing on what I believe in and just, letting the right person lead me and then just taking it from there. So that's how I look at it.
Well, that's dope. For me, I add my little 2 cents on that. For me, I think one of the stigmas that I wanted to break in my family was I was brought up to believe that you're not successful unless you have a good job, right? Well, mine is a little bit different. I feel like you're not successful unless you create good jobs.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
But so it depends on some people that know that I always tell you, it's not what you know, it's who you know. You get what I'm saying? So you could be one of them people in life that was just in a situation that was just blessed to know somebody that can put you without no type of college hours or degrees, will put you in there to make way more money than somebody that worked 10 times hard just because of who they knew. So it's just like
impact and purpose over popularity. I don't even want to be popular.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know, when people see me on social media, I do what I have to do because I have to market a brand, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to be popular. That's one of the things that I love about going traveling.
Yeah.
I can go out the country. Them folks don't know me. I could be out there double cheeked up on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about being on nobody's timeline, okay?
That's,
So it's
I understand
a
it because it's like, to be honest, like I do on the podcast, we interview like a lot of rappers and artists, and to be honest with you, like you my co-host, everybody around me know they're gonna tell you like, Tho don't even like rappers,
right.
like at all. He don't, and it's like they be like, what? He don't like rappers? He be talking to them. Like, I'm handling business and I'm building a brand, but at the same time I don't. So it's like, you know, but I know how to operate and move and don't indulge my feelings in certain things when it's time to get a job done. So it's like sometimes you got to do what you don't like doing.
Now, speaking of family, because I want to go back to that. Now, were you raised with your mom and your dad in the same household?
No.
First of all, shout out to Mama.
Shout out to Mama.
She did an awesome job with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my dog right there.
She really did. I see our relationship. I love it. You know, it seems like that's like your partner too. That's like your ace.
Yeah, it's my dog.
And it inspires me because that's the relationship I have with my boys. My kids are, my oldest about to be 29, but 29 and my 29, 26, and 21. All boys, right?
Yeah.
And we have such a good relationship. Like them my dogs, man.
That's
like,
that's my partner. That's my mama. She everything on one. Like like she down with me. She could, it's whatever. She could be someone. I'm like, man, who that friend you? Who that was you with? Yeah, I tell like. Hey.
So being raised by your mom, how has that impacted your outlook on relationships in general?
Tremendously, because like I was the oldest, and it was 3 of us, and it was just she raised us. So there's been times like I done woke up one morning, and she was like, Anthony, come here. She just get out the shower. Call me in her room. She wrapped the towel on with a little. I'm like, what? Aren't you calling me? What you want? Let me tell you something. I say, what? She say, no matter what in life, I don't ever want you to let no woman on this earth get in your head about nothing. Not even me. Don't ever let no woman get in your head and play with you, son. And she's like, I love you. That's all I want to tell you. I said, all right, I'll holler at you. And I left and I thought about that. I'm like, and it made me realize every dude that I'd seen that kind of went down and let the woman get in his head, he wouldn't lead no more. She started leading, and he led him all the way down and crashed out and fell. So it's just like, you know, just certain. My mama gave me game on a lot. I'd have been in her business, and I'm like, she like, hey, watch this. I come in there, and she be like, yeah, I'm gonna get my son to do this and do that, and she might know it's a woman in there that like me, and she's saying all this in front of her and around it. Just to see if she gonna go, but she know already, Anthony. She gonna come back and repeat what I'm saying to somebody else. What's calling? Just watch. I'm like, all right. She said it. And a day or two later, she called my phone, repeat exactly what she said she heard. So it's just like I said, it's my dog. Like
your mama put you on game.
Somebody's like, yeah, it's my dog. Yeah. So
I love that.
We all the way there. Yeah.
Now, in what ways have your family experience influenced the way you view commitment and partnership?
We all we got. So it's like my mama, my sister, my brother. That's all we ever had. Like mama always, when she worked, I was in there cooking. I was cooking early, like at an early age. I even used to do my little sister hair sometimes, but I couldn't do nothing but a little ponytail, try to figure it out. Then you know, doing me. But it's like nah, it was always all we had. So it's like sticking, holding each other down. Like you know, that's always,
so important.
It's always been that. You know what I mean? So it's like even to this day, I don't even talk to my sister like every single day, but we talk. The love is strong. Like
that's
it
so
is. It feel like we talk every day. You know what I mean? So it's like it always been that, and it's like we never let nothing come between that. You know what I'm saying? We always had that mindset that it was us, and that's what it's gonna be.
When do you think it's an appropriate time to introduce new partners to the family, or even bring them in a family dynamic?
It depends on the caliber of man you are. Because I'm a businessman, so it's like I meet great women all the time. Like when I say women, great women, I'm not talking about women that I'm actually sleeping with. Doing this. I'm talking about genuine women, like that's there. They're coming. If the storm coming, I'm supposed to be calling, asking you okay? You coming, bringing me water. We not dating. You making sure I'm good. I went to Austin one time. I ended up catching a gun charge in Austin. The lady I met her the first week, I don't know what told me to write her number down, but I met her at a pizza place. Shout out to her. And like 4 days, I met her. So I'm getting booked in. They said, write some numbers down. So I wrote my mom's number down. No, I knew that already. I looked at her number. I say, write her number down. Wrote her number down. Called her twice. She didn't answer. So I was sitting there, went upstairs. They called me to come down. Hey, yeah, the bun is made. Said you about to leave home. Oh, yeah, all right, bet. So I get out, come home. And back, chilling. She called me like 2 days later. You just like a nigga. Oh, what? I bundled you out in the car, whoop, whoop, so many papers and everything. I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, appreciate you. She like, what made you feel like and knew that I would come and do that for you? I was just like, I got a good judge of character, you know what I'm saying? I say I know a woman with qualities, you know what I'm saying, when I see her. And it's like, you know I'm not. You know what type of man I am when you seen me. So it's kind of like, you knew. You know what I'm saying? It's not rocket science. Only, you know what I'm saying? You know that. So it's like, I feel like only kids gonna play with kids, little boys gonna do little boy stuff. Like grown people do grown things. You know what I mean? So it's like I always experience like crazy certain stuff like that. It's be like so it's like.
So when you get in your relationship, you get to keep your female friends too, or you gotta break up with them. You the one said talk to you and God.
It depends on what they doing.
Yeah.
Because if they marketing, helping design, doing business, like I told you, I got friends that I've never slept with, and we've never done anything sexual like that.
That brings me back to the question, like with your woman,
What?
because that's the thing. You have to allow your partner to have autonomy. Your trust have to be with your partner. If you have a woman in your life and you are uncomfortable with her having male friends,
it's cool. It's like if she gonna have male friends, you need to bring some money in.
And when I say friends, I'm not talking about hanging out, kicking it, going out.
That's what I'm saying. Where the money at? Where the money at?
Okay, so my male friends, you hear behind the scenes, I got staff. I consider them friends. I make money with them.
That's family. They don't count.
Okay.
We ain't talking about them. Don't do that. Don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. They family.
Yeah, they locked in.
Yeah, for sure. Don't even do that.
I have, in this male-dominated industry, I have to work in a male environment, right?
Yeah.
So
you know what wolves are. You know what a wolf is when you walk in that door.
Yeah.
And when you get to walking and stepping and smelling good, you know he finna get the roam in them eyes. And you know the family come back here and ready to do their job and get the project done.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm a wolf. We're coming. Hey, how you doing? You look nice. I like them feet. Yeah. Yeah. They ain't talking like that.
Y'all got Antho on this couch cutting up. Listen.
They ain't talking like that. You know what I mean? And they can get recorded because it's like that.
Oh, yeah. Now, what past relationship experience have taught you the most about what to avoid or work on?
Not saying I'm a saint, but it was just more like, I think I was dating somebody that was more like, you see how I am with people and how people gravitate towards me, and you don't like that. You want to take all of me and keep me centered for just you. And it's like, nah, it don't work like that. And then it's like, what place are you in to come over here to even open your mouth to even speak on these certain things and these certain people that's been here for years, regardless of how you personally feel. If I came and felt a certain type of way about something, or if you seen something happen that was a tragic incident, not hear you out because you're my partner. So I understand before I was trying to come and control because you see you got you a good man and you want to see what you can get away with. That's not what we doing.
Sometimes I think in relationships, the very things that people are attracted to end up being the things that they aren't attracted to. Just like, I'm just going to use me as an example. In my past experiences, I have met a man, and he's like, oh, I love the fact that you're a go-getter, and you do this, and you do that, and you do this, and you're creative, and you paint, and you this, and you do poetry, and you write books, and they just, they love all these different, they love all these different things I do, right? But that requires me to do a whole lot right?
Yeah.
That same thing that they love to see, that's how I make my money, right? But then later on, it becomes a problem. You always busy. You always got this
They ain't
going
mean
on.
it.
You always got that going on.
They ain't mean that. Some men, that's what I said, like, I feel like a lot of times two people should date people that kind of complement what they want out of life.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, if I meet you and I see you're an entrepreneur, 9 times out of 10, I know you're going to be busy. I know 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have to fill in on a couple different places that you're supposed to be doing. I'm going to have to fill in on that sometimes. So it's
And
like,
vice versa.
it's going to be, sometimes it's good that way. I don't want to see you every day anyway. So let me be gone for a day. Let me miss you.
Why you sound like me? Yeah. Like, okay, I'm here, but I need a day sometimes to myself.
To miss you, hug you, buy you some flowers when I do pop up on you.
Yeah,
Accuse me of cheating or something. You know what I'm saying? Let me give me some time away.
You don't want nobody accusing you of cheating.
They gonna do that anyway. Hey, you leave for a couple hours, what they say? What they say? Oh, yeah, who you was with? Who you were with? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Man saying I'm doing it, accuse it.
Now, what are some of the hobbies that you have implemented to help you unwind and stay creative? Because I know you like to cook and travel and stuff like that, but what do you do for you to help you stay creative?
You just said it.
Cooking and traveling?
Traveling, like cooking. I'm a picky eater.
Who taught you how to cook?
My dad a little bit.
Okay.
Like he used to cook when he was he cooked in the kitchen when he was locked up.
Man, you be having all kind of big
So,
back activities.
he ain't messing with me now. That nigga ain't messing with none of them niggas is. But I done ate at every like steakhouse you can name, like every high end steakhouse. So it's kind of like I ask questions. How y'all do this? What this is? Where this come from? It's African prime. What? How y'all did this? And then I research and I'm like, okay, I know how I like my food to taste. So it's like I'm gonna cook it. You know what I'm saying?
Try stuff out too.
And then, so
you're a
like,
foodie for real.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, and then I'm big on like, me telling somebody to go in the kitchen and cook something, and I don't like it. The first thing they're gonna do is tell you if you don't like something, do it yourself, right? That's me. I don't got no problem.
So is that a requirement for you, for your woman to know how to cook?
She gotta know how to do something because I like to eat a certain way. So if I'm gonna compliment you, if you're gonna have to compliment me, and we not eating out every day, cause who gonna pay for that? And who finna be living unhealthy like that?
Well, it depends. You can eat out every day and still eat healthy.
Oh nah, how you gonna do that?
Vegan food?
No, we not buying no vegan food. We better go cut that lettuce up and make some cabbage soup around here. Talking about some damn vegan food every day.
Listen.
Man, you know how much money you spending annually on food? To get your ass in that kitchen. We ain't never too busy to survive. Shit. No.
Listen.
We ain't doing that.
Here's another fight episode that's going to keep you entertained. I wish we had more time. I promise you I do, because it's still stuff I didn't get off my chest. But I do. I appreciate you, and I thank you for just letting me get out of your business and have this open dialogue, because people don't do it. Yeah. And even when they do, it's like it's a tit for tat. Like I understand, I validate, and I acknowledge everything that you had to say. You know what I'm saying?
Vice versa.
And so it was cool just having a dialogue with someone of the opposite sex, just to kind of get in your head and see how you feel, because a lot of women, like myself, sometimes we think we know it all, but we don't.
Nah, see.
And so just having a dialogue is it opens up my mind to think, how would another man feel? Because I could always say, well, I have male friends. I'm not getting rid of my male friends because they my friends, not knowing that may be emasculating a partner that wants to be my everything in that aspect. Like, why would you need another masculine energy in your life when I'm him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you for giving me an aha moment, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been selfish about that.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying?
I just know when I meet a beautiful woman, I know I gotta compromise somewhere. You know what I mean? Until she tell me I'm doing the wrong. Yeah. But you know, that's just part of life. You gotta make it work. Keep that smile on your face. You see them white teeth? Look at that.
Antho, listen. I don't want nobody in my DMs talking about, hey, listen, you know that's my man. Listen.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that. Act like you ain't read it. You know how you can put the unread button? I ain't see that.
Yeah. So tell our listeners and our viewers where we can find you. I know you have an IG page.
IG, you can go to Antho Gway. That's ANTHO GWAY. or you can go to YouTube, type in GMG Space TV, or you can also type in the Brinks Podcast, and you should be able to look for the same logo right here if you can see it. And I'm on there.
Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all go check out GMG TV, the Brinks Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification so you can be notified when he brings you another segment. Now, I want to remind you all that we are on multiple platforms. You can find us everywhere: Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Third Coast TV. Or you can find us on YouTube. Join the channel. If you like what we're talking about, you want to join the movement, come on over to Outside the Box with Onney YouTube page. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification. We have over 150 episodes for you guys to check out. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought about the show. And if you want to come and get on the couch with me and let me get all in your business, we're currently casting. Make sure you send your EPK to otb.liveshow@gmail, and one of our casting directors will contact you. Now, if you like what you see and you want to have your own podcast, we can bring your vision to fruition. So you can become a podcaster or talk show host today by contacting us at 346-491-5315 or log on to www.onneystudios.com today for more information. I want to thank you, Antho, for letting me get all in your business. Y'all gonna have to leave us some comments. Let us know what you think about the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. Now, is there anything that you can tell a king that may be going through a season of self-doubt?
One thing I'm gonna tell you is, no matter what, even when you're doing good in life, even when you're doing bad, you always want to give God His thanks. And a lot of times, sometimes it's just good to just isolate yourself from everybody. It could be, that's family included. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with cutting off communication with everybody and just tapping in with yourself and understanding where you want to go at in life, and actually kind of like, breaking it down and thinking about it, and just balance out people that surround your life. I mean, either it's good or it's bad. It's not rocket science. So it's like, I feel like if anything that don't bring positivity to you, you should kill it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Anything that disturbs your peace will not help you prosper. Well, there you have it from Antho. I'm your girl, Onney the CEO. I hope to see you same time, same place next week. You are now plugged in, tuned in, tapped in, outside the box.